Hello everyone, I'm Debbie and welcome to my indoor garden. I thought I would share with you what I've been trying to grow indoors this winter. Again, I tried to grow in soil, which I have, after 2 years of trying to grow mixed greens and herbs and kind of just some fresh greens in the house in the winter in soil. I am going to switch to water-based gardening next winter. So if you want to know more about all my gardening adventures, then you can check out my other gardening videos. I'll put a link to the playlist in the video description. Otherwise, I wanted to show you my mostly not so successful attempts at having some fresh greens. So let's start with the mint. This is the mint. Now, mostly the leaves are really small, but it's doing okay. It's pretty, prolific. There's a little bit of, less happy stuff here because I sometimes forget to water these plants. They need a lot of water, especially the mint and the parsley, which I'll show you in a minute. But I love the smell of mint, but it makes great tea. It's great for cooking. So this one is not doing too badly. The parsley needs a ton of water, and I keep forgetting to water it. It's like almost every day I have to water it. But it's doing okay, and I've been getting fresh parsley all winter. So I'm happy with that. This is the sage. The sage needs less water, and it's doing okay too. So I have fresh sage. And here I have arugula, which is the one that needs the least amount of water. And I've had about 2 salads from this arugula. It grows very slowly. It's not looking very happy right now. Right now, I'm just trying to keep it alive until I can put it in the garden in the spring, which for us, it's around middle to end of May when we can really start planting, because we live in a short growing season, a long cold season and a short growing season. So that's the 4 plants I've been trying to keep alive all winter. What does my setup look like? It's actually a very inexpensive setup, and I'm going to show you a photo. Just give me a minute while I share my screen. And where is my photo? You know what? I didn't upload it. Oh, that's not very smart. So what I did was I had a very old, cheap melamine shelf. And I put that shelf in my dining room in an east-facing window. And last winter, I just tried to use window light, but it was nowhere near enough. So for this year, I bought growing lamps, and I'll show you my growing lamps. I'm just loading up the photo here because I neglected to do that before starting this live stream. There's the photo. So I'm going to go back to my live stream, and I will now show you the photo of what my setup looked like. Okay, hang on, we're getting there. There. So it's not a fancy setup. So here you see my cheap melamine shelf, and then just using aluminum pots to hold. I always water into the pot, so the water soaks up from the bottom. I always do that. Here you have the sage, here you have the mint, and here you have the arugula. And then as you can see, it's by the window. Now I put this piece of foil up because these 2 lamps have like hoods around them to direct the light onto the plant, but this one is just an ordinary desk lamp and it doesn't have a shade. And I didn't want the light spilling out into the rest of the room. I wanted it to be reflected back on the plant. So that's why you see this piece of aluminum foil here. So very simple, very inexpensive setup. And I'm going to show you the bulbs I use. Let me go back to where my stream is. Here we go. These are the bulbs. They are full spectrum grow lamps. They're $5 or $8 each, but they last for thousands of hours. I've had these on every day since October. And so really, you don't need to spend a lot of money on lamps. You can just take those clip-on lamps like I did, which are cheap. I already had them, but if I didn't, I would have bought them. Or you can just, if you have an extra table lamp, you just take the shade off and put the bulb in. It's a standard size. And that's how you can get your light. But you absolutely need to have the lights for the plants to grow. Otherwise, they won't grow at all. They really won't do well. Now, as you can see, mixed success. I do have some greens, but they're not happy. And my son, he has a water-based hydroponic system, and he's getting these amazing romaine lettuce leaves. So I really have to try that next year. And for the summertime, when I can start, I'm already starting to plan my garden. So in the summer, when I can actually have my garden, I'm making it a bit bigger this year because, as you may have noticed, food prices, whoop! Growing your own vegetables, especially because I live in Canada, where in the summer, vegetables are a lot less expensive, but they're still not like super cheap. And in the winter, they're horrendously expensive. So growing your own vegetables, you can save a lot of money. And if you want to know how much money I saved last year with my garden, then check out this video because it was impressive. And this year, I'm going to try to at least add half as much garden space as possible to grow even more vegetables. And I do confess, I have not done a lot of research on how to grow vegetables and herbs in the house, in soil, in the winter. So the fact that they're kind of, they're coping, but they're not thriving, it's all my fault. I haven't done enough research. I will do some research at some point, but I'm not there yet. But anyway, I just wanted to share with you where my winter garden is at. And I hope that if you don't give gardening a try, if you don't garden now, give it a try. Even on a balcony, you can have a little tiny garden outside. And there's tons of videos on YouTube if you want to learn how to garden inside. So don't look to me for advice on how to garden inside. Everybody, if you like this content, oh, hi, Simply Tasty Food. I'm very good. And how are you doing? Thanks so much for coming. I can't reach my keyboard at the moment, so I won't post a comment, but thank you so much. Maybe I can put a heart. I don't know. No, I can't. Oh, well. But thank you for stopping by. And if you like this content, then, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, share this with your friends, and check out my other videos on my attempts at indoor gardening last winter and what I did last summer to learn more about a great way to save money and also some of the other advantages to having your own garden. I did a whole video just on what are some of the big advantages of growing your own food. Everybody be well. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.